About letting people know that what you have written is a historical fantasy. My name is Jean. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing. Robin specifically asks, how do I detail that this is not a second world fantasy? Because I said in a recent video that we're going to assume second world fantasy unless you indicate otherwise. So this is a totally valid question. And anytime you are looking at a query letter and you're like, oh my gosh, I've never seen an example on Gina's page or on Query Shark or on anything else. I haven't seen an example doing the thing that I want to do. Look at the books that you are trying to emulate, that you aspire to being like, and see how they are blurbed on the back. As while a query letter is not exactly like a blurb, they are very similar. There's a lot of pieces of these things that are exactly the same. So here is Addie LaRue, or The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, France, 1714. Right, so she has a log line, like a tagline up here, and this is a banger. A life no one will remember, a story you'll never forget. Like, that is saying something that doesn't normally happen in a book. What I advise against log lines is when they're like, what if you had the power to change your destiny? Like that's kind of like every book anyway. So this one is different and doing something new and interesting. She just literally says France 1714, boom, and starts talking about her character. It is similar to the way that a lot of straight historical fiction, so not historical fantasy but historical fiction, will do the exact same thing. This is Kristen Hanna's The Four Winds, Texas, 1921, and just dive straight in with character. We're not spending a bunch of time like describing the lead up to the Great Depression, the interwar period, right? Like, we're not spending a bunch of time talking about the setting and making sure that we're doing a lot of world building. We're going to trust that that's done in the novel. Here, we are just being like, you know what time period this is. We're going to dive in with character now. A different way to do it is to work it into the pitch itself. Now, you are a debut author, so you are not multiple New York Times bestselling author Rae Carson, but she has a girl who is ready to flee her home, taking her on an adventurous and dangerous journey across gold rush America. So that gives us time period and setting, and we're going to go across the country, so we know that this is like a travel tale. And so she just gives us the setting as part of the pitch itself. Or just for good measure, so we have Boardwalk Empire meets The Vanishing Half with a touch of Earth magic in this sexy, action-packed historical fantasy set in the luminous golden 20s from debut author, right? So here we've got sort of a pitch giving you a vibe of what the story is going to be, a tiny little world building detail here, and then we set it in the golden 20s. So we are getting a lot of information very